Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to another reaction. We're checking out Love Me Again by V. Now, we already had quite the productive day today with a bunch of YouTube reactions that I released, and when I finished editing and uploading, suddenly I'm seeing another video just dropped, and I was like, you know what, let's get back into it. I will note that I'm not feeling the greatest. I got over a cold like literally 2 months ago, and I even lost my voice in the process, and now it seems like it's back again. So if I seem a little bit off, or if my voice is a little bit off, I'm not forcing myself to record or anything, but I'm genuinely incredibly excited to get into this, and hopefully I'll be able to record or release. I'm recording this on a Wednesday night, but hopefully I'll be able to release it around the same time as I'm recording and not wait until tomorrow. So fingers crossed. We're checking out Love Me Again by V. So without further ado, let's get into it. Damn.
추억도 의미 없이 내게는 사라지고 이쯤에도 I can't let you go, let you go. 그 말이 다인 거니 한마디만 남기고 후회하며 Let me know, let me know. 그래 너 솔직하게 다 말할래. 너는 매일 어떤 사람 어떤 곳에 몇 번씩이나 뭘 하는지 널 생각해. Lost without you, baby. I wish you would love me again. No, I don't want nobody else. I wish you could love me again, again.
This is so cool. Okay, let's take it back. This chorus is absolutely beautiful. It's obviously very sentimental. I love the effect of like the vintage TV and like the text popping almost like you're at a karaoke bar, like after a rough breakup, just getting drunk and go into a bar, a karaoke bar, or whatever the hell it may be, and just like kind of like getting drunk on memories, basically. That's what it feels like. Also, the second we see V with the gold, it actually makes me think of like the Charlize Theron Dior commercial, like where she's all gold and everything. This could legitimately, some of these, like the depth of field and everything, it legitimately could be like a commercial for either like the jewelry, or you know, if a perfume is being introduced, I would. This looks really, really nice. V looks absolutely expensive, and the voice is just. Oh, nice.
Make you feel better, you make it forever. 괜찮다 말하지 마. Said I'm alright, said I'll be fine. I'm sorry. 거짓말이야, 떠나지 마. 저리까지 마. 그래 나 솔직하게 다 말할래. 너는 매일 어떤 사람.
Is he in a cave? Holy. Oh my god, the ambiance. It literally feels like you're somewhere far away, where everything is faded. Holy shit. Wait, let's take it back. That was so freaking beautiful. I also like it looks like he's like in some kind of a cave, like literally in the depths of the darkness in his mind as he's like maybe getting drunk on memories or literally like drinking and reminiscing. The phone is actually like you can't actually call the phone because it's already, off the hook. Um which is interesting. So it's like there's no answer when love is calling. Um and I find it very very interesting, like the two outfits that he chooses, that one of them is gold, one of them is red. Like red obviously could like symbolize like the love itself, like heart, passion, and all that kind of stuff. The gold is very interesting, and like I'm pretty sure that his earrings and everything remains the same. No, it actually changes as well with the outfit, which is also really really interesting. um it feels very intentional to have red and gold, like we were golden perhaps.
거짓말야 떠나지 마 저리까지만 말해 솔직하게 다 말할래 너는 매일 어떤 사람
The
어떤
crossfade
몇 번씩이나 뭘 하는지 널 생각해
dissolve transition is also an interesting touch. I love this section. Like the atmosphere that is building is so dark. Like it feels like drowning or something, you know? And damn, that visual of V, like almost like looking like there's an element of like fear without the one that I'm singing about. Very, very, very beautiful acting. That was cool. That was a really beautiful transition using the lens flare. That's very interesting. Like for a second there, I thought that maybe that's a nice touch. Love V again. We always love you. But that's an interesting touch. When he said I'm alright, it's all lies. It's almost like, oh, okay, I get it. So when he's in the gold, it's like he's trying to convince himself that he's okay, which is why he's all luxurious and shit, right? But the red outfit actually emphasizes the fact that he's anything but. So this song to me almost feels like in the stages of like grief over a relationship. Because at first I thought that maybe the red outfit represents like the denial stage and like wishing for someone that isn't going to come back. And when he's in the gold, I was like, maybe it means that he came to the conclusion that it's not happening, but it doesn't stop him from actually wishing for it. I would love to know what, or if there is even like a meaning behind like these two particular outfits and what they represent. Like the red could potentially be like the love and passion that I had for you, and that's why I can't let go of you. And the gold could be like our golden hour, and the way you made me feel like basically like a god or something. With the way you cared for me. If you watched How I Met Your Mother, like he had his Robin and he doesn't have her anymore. That's really 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 interesting. Obviously, as all things BTS, whenever they talk about a certain someone that feels romantic, there's obviously the inclination that maybe they talk about the fans, which I can definitely see that. At the same time, with as much as we sometimes put that into account, it actually kind of like nice to think that he's just legitimately thinking about someone that meant the world to him, and he cannot have that person again, or something is preventing him from seeing that person, or that person from seeing him. It is interesting, especially like in the world where like idols almost like get scrutinized for dating, and yet they write some of the most beautiful songs about love and everything that relates to relationships, because like who better to understand it than idols who are constantly under a microscope, and it feels like what they're doing is wrong for simply finding someone that makes them feel whole, and yet some people just feel like it's wrong, and this idol was only for the fans, and how dare you, and all that kind of stuff. So it's actually kind of interesting, and it would make sense that there's so many songs about like relationships, and breakups and all that kind of stuff, because like there's so much pressure, and also it feels very, very, very tricky to be in a relationship when you are of the magnitude of someone like V, or just idols in general, and how some look at it from a very twisted perspective, that it's taboo, even though it's just human nature to fall for someone and be wanting of an intimacy from someone that understands you better than you understand yourself. So I feel like that's kind of like nice, and at the same time kind of like heartbreaking. V's vocals, there's something incredibly haunting. I love that bridge section, which was just the atmosphere that was created there, the ambiance and everything. You legitimately feel like you're about to drown as the word repeats, like "Wish you loved me again." It's really, really, really beautiful, and it's almost like it's almost tragic in a way. And V's vocals also are incredibly warm. I love the depth of his voice. I love that he can sound warm and inviting, but at the same time he can sound almost like heartbroken. His vocals definitely felt incredibly in tune with the message of the song, and the kind of love that he portrays here. This was absolutely wonderful. I really, really, I love the vibe of the song, and honestly, like that bridge section again, like sends chills down my spine. So it was beautiful in a heartbreaking way, but it was still beautiful. And this was a very unique music video. It was almost like a performance video, or like a live clip equivalent of a music video, but at the same time, like I'm really kind of like surprised by the cinematography. Like I love the depth of field. I love the zoom on him. Like it just looks it looks really, really pretty. And like there's such an emphasis on his eyes and his face just in general, like as he's giving you all of him, and he's being incredibly honest in saying that he wishes to be loved again by this person. So whether or not it relates to something romantic or fans, honestly, uh that's another conversation. But this was absolutely beautiful. If I made any sense, let me know in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this reaction, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I will catch you all in the next one. And tomorrow there's going to be a surprise BTS reaction, which was on hold because it was on Patreon for the first week. We're doing another throwback reaction for BTS, so stay tuned for that. And I will catch you all in the next one. Have a wonderful day and weekend ahead, you guys. See ya.